Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we continue our 12 years later Minecraft playthrough. On our last episode, we basically finished construction on this kind of roughshod looking wooden house here. Sounds like we got a very loud cow stomping around here. So now we're going to kind of do a little bit more exploration in our immediate vicinity and see if we can't find anything useful. I will probably try to start up a basic farm. To do that, I'm pretty sure I need to get wheat seeds, and I think we get those just by knocking out these grass patches. So I'm going to just sort of harvest some of this grass here. We'll gather up some wheat seeds, start a basic farm, and we'll also maybe looking at getting some chickens going for eggs. We still have the village over there on the hillside, so we can also go over there and trade. We don't have many emeralds. I think we picked up a few emeralds that are in my chest. So we'll keep an eye on that. All sorts of fantastic seeds here. I'm trying to avoid cutting down our saplings we planted the other day. And I see some chickens kind of chilling out nearby. I know there's also a very deep ravine right here that we can explore. I don't want to punch a chicken yet. So this ravine goes pretty far down. And actually you see some exposed iron there. So I might actually hop down and grab a little bit of this iron. Because that will help us upgrade our tool game quite a bit if we get iron going. Again, I like to always leave a way out, so I'm going to go ahead and carve away some of this so we have a natural staircase leading up and out of the ravine. Eventually, I'll make something a bit more official, and honestly, we could use that water column as sort of a natural elevator to get us down and up, so we can keep that in mind. This looks pretty good. Let me carve out just a little bit more here, and I think that's safe enough. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is iron. If I recall, yeah, raw iron. Looks a bit more like a chunk now than it used to. It used to look more like a little fragment, so to speak. Now it looks more like a big old chunk of iron. And I think this is copper. Let me check. Yeah, that's raw copper. Okay. Again, I'm not 100% sure what it is useful for. I know in reality, in metalworking, I think copper plus tin makes bronze for bronze items. However, in the world of Minecraft, I don't know if it's mainly just for construction. I've seen people make like Statue of Liberty replicas using copper because I think it oxidizes in Minecraft just like in reality. So it'll start to turn green over time, which is cool. Again, I always look around the square because they might be connected diagonally to other chunks of resources. In this case, I think that was just the one iron, but that's fine. Also get some more coal while we're here. Coal never hurt anybody. We can make more torches. Again, I'm just kind of doing the exposed bits of this ravine. I'm not going to try to go too far into the darkness today, because we have died several times already in this playthrough. If you watch the previous episode, I think it was at least 3 or 4 times that we perished. But I'm not holding myself to too high of a standard considering how long it's been since I've played. Alright. Go ahead and mine totally vertical. Oh, what is this here? This is gravel, I think? Diorite and andesite. Alright. I think these are more cosmetic than anything, but who knows? They might have created some new recipes that actually use them. I'll dig around this iron chunk here. Oops. And yeah, all this iron is going to be smelted up into iron ingots and used to make iron tools, which should make our mining very, very efficient. Right now, it's still a little slow going. All right. Man, that really does go all the way down. So yeah, this is kind of nice to have this water naturally here. We can use this to sort of go up and down in as an elevator. And my goodness, that goes far down. I might almost go down to build limit. I think we're 80, 82 blocks is sort of like sea level. Oh, okay, and that's also why it's nice to have a column of water nearby so that you can jump into it and not die. So I'm going to hold space to ascend back upwards because I saw a whole bunch of creepers down there. I'd rather not get exploded, so we're going to go back towards the light. Again, I'm kind of holding my head out of the water to breathe so we don't suffocate on the way up. And let me try to get just a better... I think if I crouch, I cannot fall off. Is that still true? Yes. Not the best way to test that, but what do you know? Something down there is kind of shining. I don't know what that is. Next to my crosshair, on the left of my crosshair there's something very shiny. So we might have to explore that on another day. You know what I might do? Well, let's investigate up here. If I could figure out a way to create kind of a big old skylight peering down, that would be nice. But until then, let's go back up, because I think we're already starting to lose some daylight here, so. Again, we're just kind of hopping up along the natural route. I'm going to look down this other part of the cave just to see if we have any easy iron to access. Again, we're going to torch up some of these walls for now. Okay, this looks kind of like a dead end. Sometimes these little blockages, I think this is andesite or diorite or whatever, sometimes this indicates that the actual natural cave does continue, but generally it's just the end, in my experience. Which, again, it's been a minute, so this could all be changed. I don't think I've played since they did a really big caves update, where the caves are much more massive. Again, back in the Dark Ages, caves were pretty much these narrow tunnels. I think you might get the occasional, like, old mine shaft with some minecart rails, minecarts, but generally they didn't have a whole lot going on. It looks like we might have. Oh no, that's just darker stone. Thought this was the actual opening into another cave. So yeah, I don't think we see anything there, and I'll take that as a hint that we should move along. Broken pickaxe. Yeah, let's head back to the surface. And we will do a little bit of smelting at our furnaces with all this fresh iron that we just picked up. I think this is my natural staircase here. Again, I could build something a little bit more effective later on. I think scaffolding is a good way to go kind of up and down vertically. Is that what chickens sound like now? They kind of tick. That's a little concerning. Yeah. The 3D sound is kind of trippy. It really kind of puts you in Steve's shoes, so to speak. I'm gonna try to go to sleep quickly here just to skip through the night. Actually, let's throw our iron in here. Again, if we right-click, we grab half. Shift-click moves the whole stack, and we'll sleep. I believe sleeping through the night accelerates the furnace. I could be wrong, but we'll check it here. No, it doesn't seem to really accelerate it. That's fine, though. Okay, again, I'm going to be more cautious because the last time I did this, a creeper blew up our bed, which is our spawn point, so that was not cool. What I'll probably do in the not too distant future is make like a cobblestone tower and put our bed up on the second floor just so it's extra safe from creeper blasts. That'll probably be a project that'll happen sooner than later. Again, we'll probably knock that out. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, depending on how things look. In the short term, we should grab another pickaxe, craft one up here. Let's do two. Guess I've got to click. Oh, I guess you can click it multiple times. I see. We're going to put a few things in this chest. We'll keep the copper. Oh, yeah, the wheat. We need to plant this wheat, so let's do that. We'll keep the dirt. Get rid of everything else for now that we're not actively using. Acacia logs. We'll keep that just for the wood. So, wheat seeds. We got 24. Let's build ourselves a farm. We need a hoe. So we'll right-click this. We'll build a stone hoe. And that can be moved there. And let's get farming. So I keep moving around. We'll have to use a bucket. I think when the iron's done smelting, I'll probably use the first of the iron to actually build a bucket so we can move water. And that'll let us create a farm with irrigation. And if memory serves correctly, water flows about 5 tiles after you place it. And I think it irrigates 5 tiles in every direction. Maybe 4. So I think what you do is you like hoe out an area. Let's make a little thing here. So right clicking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, oh, what do you know? Creeper hanging out over here. Well, guess I'm going to spend a lot of time filling in dirt gaps here, unfortunately. And I apologize for the tediousness, but I don't like having these huge divots. It's the golf course of our imagination, right? Fill your divots. Plus, we don't want all these chickens getting stuck in here. As I say that, okay, good, you hopped out. All right, back to our farm. So, let's see. See here, this is not irrigated, so this goes away. So let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'll work. So in theory, if we put a bucket of water right here, we should get 5 tiles in each direction. I don't know if it'll reach the corners, because it might be like a circle. So let's figure this out. We'll grab our iron. And we will look at all those recipes we just unlocked. Goodness. My, oh my. A lot of iron. We got diorite slabs, we got rock, copper blocks, we got iron bars, pressure, oh, there's gray carpet, okay. Surely one of these is a pressure plate, though, for iron, and a bucket. That'll be our first construction. Let's go use this bucket on a water block. So, luckily there's plenty of water nearby, so we'll just scoop up one of these. Now, run it back here and plop this in the middle there. So let's see if we use the hoe. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, gotta get rid of these. 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll fill this in and see. They should go darker. You see those ones closest to the water are already getting a little darker. So I believe that indicates that they are being effectively watered. And right here, we already had one kind of dry up, so this is showing my hypothesis here. I think maybe it only goes 4 blocks out. We'll see. And again, the more skilled farmers will create sort of a irrigation system where the water kind of flows along a certain line. And I remember once upon a time I had a farm that automatically harvested wheat by using flowing water. So again, I don't know how much of this counts. So I'm going to keep re-hoeing this and seeing what gets triggered. Now, can I look this up online? Sure, but sometimes it's better to learn it in real time. All right. Already used that one up pretty quick, though, so let's make an iron hoe. That might be better. So we're going to be using this quite a bit. Okay. Wow, these really do go away quickly. So we're going to call that filled in. So this will be a good experiment. It seems to be effective up to 4 tiles, and then it stops. Does it work on the diagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 diagonally and 4 in the cardinal directions. So that's good to know. That means I can plan everything on the inside, which means do some quick math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 by 9, 81 minus the one in the middle, so we can fit 80 wheat seeds on this plot. Not too shabby, actually. So let's go ahead and plant some on one quadrant. We'll do it kind of one quadrant at a time. Okay, and now I'm going to go run around and grab a whole bunch more wheat seeds. The beauty of wheat is that after your first harvest, you'll probably not need to go grab wild wheat seeds. So I think fully grown wheat gives you seeds back when you harvest it. So this will be a sort of a one-time occurrence where we're running around cutting grass. But also it's nice to cut grass near your base because we're opening all this area up for more construction, right? We're going to be building extra buildings. And don't worry, I will eventually make this look better. I know it looks pretty rough right now as a house. But that's because we're in survival mode. We're not really going for only aesthetics. We're going for functionality right now. But Minecraft is, it's about looking good, not just surviving. All right. I'm moving around here. I also want to build a fence so that we don't have any sheeps or cows or anything kind of chomping on our crops, stealing them from us. We definitely don't want creepers coming by and blowing everything up. So we'll build fences and we will put torches on those fences. Cutting grass. Nothing's been more exciting here in the game so far. We're getting fairly lucky with wheat seeds though. We'll go until we get like maybe 40 wheat seeds. And then we'll come back and plant those up. And honestly, I might just let the farm itself kind of replenish everything else that we need. And then once we become food independent, we can focus more on extra items like getting more armor, getting better tools, and diversifying some of our farms. So I see some pumpkins here, some pigs, so we'll definitely create a small ranch for those guys. And obviously everybody needs a chicken coop. Okay, 32. Again, I want to go to 40, then we'll stop cutting grass. Trying not to hit the animals right now. No need to upset them until we absolutely must. And there we go. I think that's going to do 40. Yep. Back to base. Sun is setting post-haste here. I'm also going to start exploring the nether once we get our armor a little bit more beefy. I think I want to at least have some iron armor before we start messing around in the nether. And there we go. That's a wheat farm. Next up, we're going to go craft some fences. I think we have those acacia logs, so we'll turn those into acacia planks. And that'll be our fence setup for now. But there we go. All acacia all day long. Acacia fence. Now, how do we go about... I want to make a lot of these, so... Oh, I see. We need sticks. Ahaha, okay. So we can make sticks out of, I think, any planks. So where did my sticks go? What are they under? Resources? Honestly, I'm still not 100% sure how they sort this out, but that's fine. Acacia fence. Really? Oh, I see. It cycles through. So we'll do that. There we go. And we've got a bunch of acacia fences ready to rock. However, it is nighttime. Let's hit the hay real quick, because I don't want a lot of mobs spawning just yet. So we're gonna lay down for the night here. Okay, next day. Up outside. Let's set up our fence system. I'm gonna put doors on each of the 4 sides. So before I do anything else, let's go craft a few of those. Need fence gates. Where can I go here? There we go. Acacia fence gate. I need more. What do I need more? Oh, acacia planks. Okay. Uh, okay, we'll do. Let's build 12 for now. I don't want to waste all my resources on the gates, but that should be good. Throw those on our hotbar there. Actually, we're gonna need that, so let's do this. Okay. Now we're good. Acacia fence gate. And there we go. That allows access because if I recall, you cannot jump over the fences. They are technically just over 1 block tall, which is good because a lot of animals like chickens and things can actually hop up a block. So you need the fences to be over a block so that they don't wander in. Also keeps the mobs out, so, keeps out creepers and zombies and all that so they don't trample or blow your crops up. And let's put some torches on here as well. I'm going to probably put them like this. I know it's overkill, but I do not want anything spawning in here. So right now we have all of our eggs in this basket. Can I come down here safely? Let's check it out. We got a lot of activity down here, gang. And it looks like they're waiting for me to come down and join them. No, they are in fact really waiting for me. I can't get out. I'm gonna die. That's not cool. Really not cool. Not cool at all. Okay, let's try to get away. I messed up. Yep, and I'm dead. Alright, I don't know if this is the soundtrack of despair in Minecraft, but that was quite upsetting. I got knocked out there pretty badly. I should not have gone all the way down. I don't know if I can go back and get my stuff, to be honest. So we might have to call it on those items and just keep recuperating. Luckily, we still have a good amount of things in our chest, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so I did decide to actually hop down there and grab some of my items. I think I might have left a few things behind, like the torches, but we got a lot of the important stuff. We got our iron ingots, our bucket, all that fencing that we had just made, and a little bit of like our cooked mutton. So not a total loss. We'll consider that a respectable lesson in not overextending ourselves too early. Now let's check everything back at base and reprioritize here. Again, I need to actually get an iron tool rocking, so we'll go craft iron pickaxes so that we can mine a little bit more efficiently. And iron axe, if we can do. Let's focus on the pickaxe though first, because yeah, that's going to take the majority of our iron. Okay, I have heard of this. I think we might be getting raided right now. So I'm gonna keep my food up and let's try to defend ourselves here. So um, I need to have an extra sword. Let's get a fresh sword. Let's eat. And I wish I had armor on right now. That would be very smart to have. But alas, we do not. So I'm gonna try to take these guys on. I don't know if they're attacking yet. Oh, they are. They are. Oh, ow. Ah, come on. Ah, no. Oh, okay, I'm going to run around the house here. Hopefully I can dodge some of their arrows. We'll regain some health, eat some mutton. Use the house as sort of a natural barrier and avoid getting shot for a moment. We did dispatch one of them already. So if I can regain health, I'll be looking good. Maybe I can split them. Ooh, man. Ah, he's done. And there we go. Voluntary exile. Advancement made. All right. Did we get anything cool from that? Looks like we got an ominous banner. Maybe we can hang this as a method of dissuading future attacks. Yes, ominous banner. Looks like the evil eyes. I think those are called raiders. I'm not sure if there's a better term for that faction, but let's sleep through the night here. And hopefully that creeper doesn't sneak up on us while we're sleeping. It is daytime, and let's go take care of that guy before he makes some bigger problems in our area. Okay, that was a young zombie, or Lil Zombie, as I'm going to call him for now. Don't let him near a chicken, because I think that might become a chicken jockey, if I'm not mistaken. And I hear that they cause all sorts of chaos, even in movie theaters. So I'm going to fill in this little hole here from our creep. Oh, come on! Well, creeper snuck up on us, and there goes our frame rate for a few moments. And what do you know? That hole just got a little bit bigger. I did not see him walking around, but maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Let's fill in this hole. Okay, that's an unfortunate kill. It's an unfortunate kill because I just survived that raid, and I thought I was doing a little bit better with my combat, but that's okay. I mean, the creepers, they sneak up on you, they blow you up. There's not a lot we can do there, so let's see. We've got stone sword. We have the iron pickaxe, iron hoe, and the bucket. You know, that might be a good time to craft some equipment. Can I make anything that useful, though? I think the armor is all iron or better. Maybe leather armor? I guess if I knock out some cows, I could make some leather armor. Wolf armor, that looks cool. Yeah, let's go liberate some of these cows from their mortal coils, and we will use the leather that we get. Do they drop leather? Or am I tripping? Did I forget? I got beef. I don't know if they drop leather. Maybe that's I don't know. Maybe I have to kill more than just one. Start getting leather. I also don't want to kill all the cows because we want to start breeding them for the ranch. So you know what? Let's not go on a total vendetta against cows right now. What I can do is look back down here in our big mine shaft area. We'll keep our pickaxes handy. Do we have torches? No, but what I'll do is just grab some coal early on. Ominous bottle, bad omen 4. That one I might want to look up. I didn't realize I got that. I feel like that might be. You know what? Let's just drink it and we'll see what happens. So, who knows? Bad omen. How bad could it be, right? Bad omen 4. That lasts for an hour and 40 minutes. Um, I might be regretting that. We'll see though. I don't know. Maybe that means a bad omen for our enemies. Maybe we are the bad omen. But we'll find out over the next hour and 40 minutes. For now, though, let's hop down here. We'll grab a little bit of coal when we find it for torches. And I'd really like to start kind of conquering this area down here. So what I'd like to do, though, is make it to where I don't have to fall down 50 meters. That's like a glowing squid, I think that's what that is. It's like a glow squid or something. I don't even know. It's weird. Huh. All right, well, let's see if I can flow down here without getting killed. Oh, I see. There's lots of mobs right there. You know what? Let's go back up. This seems a little dicey, so... Oh! Okay, I'm just gonna go right back up. No, no worries, no worries. Not stressing about it. Okay. Just gonna avoid that whole pit of doom for the time being. What I can do is... Maybe I'll just start digging downward over here. This looks like a nice little area. It might connect back to the larger mine shaft at some point. So that'll be good. All right, let's start digging. I think right here is good for our sort of entry point. We'll start digging downwards. Oh, hey. Maybe we will actually just walk down. And again, I'm being a little cautious here. I don't want to drop us in on any monsters. So we'll hop down like this. And let's light up this area. Oh, you know what? I don't have the coal yet, do I? I don't. So I can't light it up. Oh, wait, I see some coal right there. I don't hear any bad guys. So we'll just grab a little bit of this. Just enough to craft some torches. And we'll put these in here. Some interesting sounding music. Again, on the right side as we enter. That way, if we ever need to leave in a hurry, we know that we put the torches on the left. Eventually, we'll get out of the cave. I'm gonna come down here, sort of a weird, narrow pocket. Okay, nothing going there. Let's come back up. And I see some iron right inside here. That's good. We'll get to that in a minute. Again, ore veins could connect diagonally, so I always try to dig out the surrounding, I guess it would be, what, 6 surrounding 9 cubes? 3 by 3, yeah. Alright. No more coal yet, so we'll keep kind of going with the flow here. I can't even see what I'm doing right now. This is not smart. Let's back it up a little bit. We're going to back it up, and I'm going to just kind of keep mining around here in the visible areas to look for some more coal, ideally. It occurs to me that I actually could use this copper to theoretically make armor. I mean, it is technically a metal. I don't know how strong it'll be, but it's worth a shot. So let's get back to base and see if we can smelt this into usable ingots. If not, then I will have learned a different lesson altogether. I like this song too. It's a good jam. So it can smelt. I don't know what it's going to smelt into, but we'll figure that out. The wheat is growing. It should be usable sooner than later. Let's eat a little bit. We're going to consolidate some of this, and we'll actually grab the rest of this copper to smelt. Again, if you right-click on a stack, it selects half of the available stack, which is good for splitting things kind of between furnaces, just like that. Again, not knowing what this bad omen does, I don't want to be awake for too long at night, so we're going to go ahead and sleep through the night here. Got some new recipes from all that copper. But again, I think most of them are construction-only recipes. I don't think any of these are armor-related. Block of copper, copper doors, trapdoors, so that's all well and good. But for now, I need to look at getting more iron. So what I'm going to do is I'll wait for this copper to finish smelting out. We'll grab it. We'll throw any copper ingots or iron that we have. We'll throw that on to smelt. And yeah, we should be good. Keep that. We're gonna do a little bit of maintenance here. Okay. Good enough for now. Let us grab some more torches. And we will go back into the mine. So right now, again, we're just kind of waiting for the wheat to grow up so we can do a big harvest. Get some more seeds. Continue our quest for more iron down here in a safer area than we've been getting. Because I do not like getting killed by all the monsters in that lower area. Which is why we're going here. A few more torches to illuminate our location. Let's keep digging. Again, I'm just kind of using up, I know I have the iron tools available, but I'm trying to still make use of some of these stone tools for the time being. Oh my goodness. Does this water go all the way out? Let me see. This is kind of an underground cave with water. Interesting. Can I? Here, I don't want to drown, so let me get back to where I was. This is flowing down very aggressively. Okay. Huh. Who would have guessed? So we are underneath. That kind of makes sense. We're underneath that area. So we're going to turn our mine and go this way. This will eventually, of course, lead us to that big void area that we were in. But hopefully this will make things more accessible and we can kind of take the monsters on one at a time. And again, I can control the illumination better with a sort of a stepped approach to the staircase. So again, I don't know the exact statistics on what counts as illuminated, but I'll put one in, every 5 or 6 kind of blocks here. And there goes another pickaxe. We'll grab this one. And I'll stop creating stone tools once we get a little bit more iron on board. And I know I don't need to dig quite as much for the staircase effect, but I like to give myself a little bit of headroom. Okay, I'm going to put another torch here. So yeah, you can tell it's like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5, every 4 or 5 blocks. Just to keep things nice and illuminated. Something is a-bubbling, and it looks like we opened up another void here. And it looks like actually we got some hot blocks going on. Let's see what the deal is. This looks interesting. So these are gravel. So when you update them with a torch, they'll start falling downward. So even using like a shovel or a pickaxe on them It'll start falling down like so. I don't think that's a huge chunk of gravel, so I'm not super freaked out about it. But you do want to be careful because sometimes the entire area will start collapsing in on your head. So keep an eye above you. Try not to be underneath. Oh wow, I was going down in that one. Try not to be underneath the gravel when it falls, is my point. So we do have some nice iron here. I don't know if that's just generic water sound effects or if there's like an octopus that's about to start grabbing my leg. So I am going to keep that kind of in my peripheral here. I don't know. One thing's for sure though, I like to sort of dig out gravel as we go. Again, I think shovel is better for gravel than a pickaxe. So we'll switch to the shovel here. I just got a new recipe with that, whatever that was. I guess new type of rock somehow. And you'll see it's kind of like sand. It operates in a similar fashion. It'll sort of link, and as one block updates, it'll sort of cascade through all the local blocks, causing them each to sort of fall in succession. Which looks really cool if you're doing it on purpose. But if it's an accident, it could be trouble. Oh, that's hard. Okay, and that looks pretty good. See, there we go. Got all that falling down. And again, another pro tip apparently is if you put a torch underneath while it's falling, I think it breaks all of them automatically. But I don't quite have that skill yet, so I'm not going to do it. I don't know how far this is going. Yeah, I also believe that you do get a random coal every once in a while from gravel. This is like a whole soft, so I'm not sure what this is. This is maybe clay? Let's see, that's granite. Oh, okay. Well, don't take that material for granite, otherwise you'll be in trouble. I don't know if I had granite when I played last. Can't really remember. Also still a little paranoid about this whole bad omen thing that I've got on me. Oh wow, this keeps going back naturally. Oh, there's a void here. Let's open this up and check it out. Okay, nothing really important. But we do have a bit more iron, so easy iron, we will take it. Not a bad little iron vein going on here. More granite, and I think that's going to do it for this vein. Also, I think I might want to head back towards the top side here. I believe we're getting close to the evening time. Again, if you've got, enough food on you, there's no reason to go back every night. But at this point in the game, I like to kind of double check and maybe store some, sensitive materials back in the chests at base so that I don't lose everything when I die. I was going to say if, but I always die. So it's an inevitability. Try not to lose all your stuff in one go. It's a fairly bright day outside, but I feel like the sun is on the tail end, so. Again, I did do a little bit of research on day-night cycle. I think it's 10 minutes of daytime, and it's basically 10 minutes of night if you include sunset and sunrise. So 20-minute total days, but we're going to spend most of the night asleep, so it'll skip the night pretty quickly. And we will use the furnaces here to smelt up all this new iron that we've got, and we can hopefully start crafting some iron armor so that we have a little bit more staying power. Look at that. We'll take half of that out and split it so that we smelt quicker. And again, it won't smelt if there isn't an open resource spot. So like that copper was sitting there, the raw iron wouldn't start smelting until we emptied the output of copper. And I'm pretty sure they've introduced a lot of new things into the game, like hoppers and items that will automatically insert or remove items from a furnace. So you can kind of automate your production a lot more as you get more resources, better in the game. which is a fan of games like Factorio and stuff like that. I'm a huge fan of anything automation related. Let's take a sample from our farm here. I think we could just right click, left click with the hoe, and yep, there we go. So that's not done. This is done. The completely finished wheat is like sort of a beige all across the plant almost. Again, you want to be careful because I just cut two. And again, a better player than myself would probably wait for this all just to be grown before they start harvesting. But I am impatient and I want to start getting more of these seeds in the ground. So we're going to just do this for now. Look at that, a bunch more wheat seeds and 11 bushels of wheat. So we'll be able to use that to make bread. I think it's 3 wheat per piece of bread. We'll double check that in a minute here. Yeah, sun is setting, so I do want to get back to sleep here quickly to avoid spawns. So we have another ominous Minecraft ambient song playing, so time to hit the hay. Got a nice view of the moonrise through our window there. And it is morning time. I'm in the habit of equipping my sword and doing a little out and about, checking out the nearby area around the house to make sure we're not going to have any creepers spoiling our day from the get-go. And you know what? I think that ominous thing is going to be... Yeah, that didn't go down any quicker overnight, so that's just a thing in real time until it goes away. Again, if you know what that is, the bad omen 4, I guess let me know in the comments, because I don't know myself, and I guess I could go online and look it up, but it's a little bit more fun to talk to everybody in the community and figure out what we're dealing with. Alright. Iron, that's what I was doing. Sorry, I got sidetracked very easily. We're going to check our bread recipe here. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, and that's bread. Okay, we can make 3 for now. Delicious, delicious bread. I think we either ate all of our mutton or we might have dropped it somehow last time I died. Oh no, we put it in here. Okay. I was like, that would be unfortunate. I really don't want to lose the mutton that we had already. Got some bread, some mutton. Grab iron out of the furnaces. And let's do some armor crafting now. We can do boots. We can do leggings. And we can't afford anything else. For the helmet, we need 5, and for the chest plate, we need 8. So we need to grab a lot more iron here, but we can equip these for now. I'm going to build another chest. So we need to store more of this extra inventory. Now recall you can actually put 2 chests next to each other to create a double chest. Extra inventory space. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's just double a normal chest. It's still useful. We can keeping this. Oh, that's flint. That's right. That is not coal. It's flint. Still very useful, especially when it comes to activating that nether portal, which we will be doing hopefully in the next couple days here in game. I don't really care about the andesite or the diorite. So we'll keep the bucket up here for now. Let's keep a little bit of cobblestone though. When exploring underground, it's always good to have like a stack of sort of disposable blocks that you can use to kind of get yourself out of a sticky situation, because sometimes you'll fall into a void, and if your tools are broken and you don't have any disposable blocks, you could just be in trouble. Alright, back to the mine we go. Fairly early in the day. We have a stone pickaxe, and then we have an iron pickaxe, and that runs out. And we'll use that as our kind of measure of time. So we'll mine until we run out of the stone and the iron pickaxe, then we'll come back up topside. Hopefully by then we got at least, I don't know, what did we need? 8 and 5, so 13 more iron ingots to finish our armor. Eat some of our bread. But yeah, once we finish our armor set, we'll be in a lot better position for surviving some of these raids. And some... Ah, that is a creature I see. Can I kill it? Oh, there's a few of them floating around here. I don't even know what those So they're glowing squids. I was always used to the old-fashioned, just the black squids, the normal ones. Now, does this go all the way through? Let me do this. I'm gonna dig above, give us a little bit of headroom. I think you're less effective when you're not standing. I don't know. I seem to be mining slower while I'm swimming. Okay. Now, I think these are like hot blocks. Yeah, those will hurt me. Yeah, they're sizzling. I have over here nothing going. Okay, well. Oh, you can kind of swim faster with the sprint key. That's good to know. So for now, I don't want this to be annoying me all the time, so we're just going to plug up this water source. And that'll dry it out. And we can keep mining as usual. Kind of going through what seems to be two bodies of water. I don't know. It sounds like there's more water on my left. Not quite sure how that's possible, but you never know. And I forgot to bring more torches. Because I'm a genius. So we're just going to keep blindly mining downwards, and hopefully we'll come across coal. So we can whip up a few more torches. Remember, once upon a time, I would go directly into the side of a mountain and just keep mining in a 2-tile tall... Oh! That sounds like it's close. I don't like that at all. So we're not going to go that way for now. So let's go over here. We'll just go straight forward. And that's the first pickaxe done. Switching to the iron pickaxe. Oh, it's so much faster. This is amazing. And I'm going just sideways for now because I know that there's a big chasm probably directly below this area. And right now we're really just looking for coal so that I can create some more torches. If we find iron, we'll definitely take it, but coal is the temporary objective. I don't see any. Go this way. I'm just using the, existing torchlight that we have around us. And this one might actually connect to the sunlit area near the entrance of this whole chasm, but we'll see. It's easy to lose your bearings underground. Oh, that's all blind. Okay, huh. Let's head back topside, and we'll figure things out from there, because I am a little confused, and we are not being very effective with our tool usage. And I'm pretty sure there was some more exposed coal that we can grab just near the surface. Also, sometimes it's above you, and you could just use cobblestones or even dirt. I think dirt is actually better, because it's easier to place and to remove. So you can just use dirt to pile up, and then a shovel to take it away. There's some coal up here we can grab. So let's do that. We'll grab our cobble. Again, I would probably be better off using dirt here. But we don't have any. So we're using cobblestone. And you can just kind of build a vertical pillar here to get where you want to be. And we can mine this all out. I'm not worried where it drops because we'll go back down and grab it. Okay. Oh yeah, nice little pocket of coal right here. And yes, this is not the best idea to mine directly above your head, because anything from lava, water, mobs could fall down onto you. I happen to have a general idea, though, of what's above this, so I'm not too stressed out about it. I'm gonna check the corners. I don't see any more coal. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this little expedition. And now we can just kind of mine our way back down. Again, better off to use other things than cobblestone, like dirt. And again, I haven't used it at all in this playthrough, but I think you can use bamboo to create scaffolding, which is good to go up and down pretty easily. There we go. I stack 48 torches. Still got a good amount of daylight left. Let's head back down. And we will keep digging on our main line here. I might make something a bit more direct near the base. But for now, this is what we're doing. Again, I could definitely hear the skeletons very close to us. They might actually be right next to us here. Sounds like they're right through this wall, to be honest. I don't know, I don't really want to go hunting for them. So, we'll see. I think this is more dirt. Is dirt around? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well. Oops, I don't want to dig that far down. Let's pop cobblestone there. I'm seeing some of the stone. Looks like it's part of, I don't know if this is what surrounds spawners or fortresses. It's a different kind of stone, though. This is the cobbled deep slate, I believe. Or is it a different... Yeah, I think it's cobbled deep slate is what this is called. So this could be like remnants of a base. I don't know if this is where the Ender portal is, where they have the Ender dragon. Or what teleports you to him, but... Oh, there is a void right there. That's probably what we were about to fall into. Again, that's why we use torches. So we don't end up falling to our doom. I'm going to dig out this side route here. And we'll see if there's a safer route downward. So what you could do is sort of carve a staircase into the side of a wall and make your way down that way. It looks like this drops right down there. Let's carve out... Oh! There we go. I'm going to eat some bread. And more bread. That way we're regaining health. We do have our armor on, so let's try to fight some of these guys. Make a staircase, though, so I can get down and up effectively. So yeah, let's do this. We'll make the staircase kind of down the sideways. That way we can get to their level without being in danger. This keeps dropping, though. Oh, there he is again. Keeps taking pop shots at me. I don't like it. Okay, let's cobblestone. We'll cobblestone right back up here. And then we will mine towards him. Again, I can take a shot every once in a while, but don't keep popping at me, bro. Okay? Yeah, like that. That's not cool. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we're backing away. We're going to regain a little bit of health here. Looks like I need to eat some more. There we are. I have a better sword. No, they're all stone swords. Ah, I should have made an iron sword. Well, that's okay. At this juncture, we can mine and more of a staircase faction. Okay, so that's an actual staircase. Our health is filling up. Let's attack some skeletons. Where are you at? Oh, they're all over the place. That creeper will do them in. Here, we'll use the creeper. And you're going to blow up right about now. Oh! Okay, that was unfortunate. But we can sleep through the night. And hopefully all of our items are there. We know exactly where we died. And I'm optimistic that the creeper might have knocked out all those skeletons. So, I saw the creeper to the left. We're just going to go around him for now. And hopefully I can pick up all of my armor and whatnot and get back down there safely. All the zombies are getting crispy. Okay. Heading back down. Again, we also have a bunch of food down there, so hopefully I can grab that. So I can stay healed up. But this is effectively what I was going for. A safer route down towards that chasm. And a more manageable way to fight some of these mobs than just kind of blindly swinging in the darkness. What do we got? What do we got? Some experience. Luckily it didn't blow out the whole staircase. We have... looks like an Enderman over there. We have our leggings and our boots. Didn't take too much damage. Oh, come on! What are these camouflage? You know what I need to do is put up some torches. I don't care what my guidelines or rules are. We're just putting torches all over the place for now. Because this is shenanigans. So I don't want a lot more people spawning in this vicinity. Again, if there's not a wall nearby, just put the torch on the floor. Oh, ha ha ha! Not today, Satan. Okay. I can hide for a second. I would love to get some food in me here. We'll grab that and we'll eat it. Why can't I grab it? Come on. There we go. Eating cooked mutton. Regaining a little health. I'm going to hide here until we get a little bit of healed. Then we'll go attack the skeleton. Oh! Oh, hey, there we go. Again, I think if you let your attack charge up till the sword icon is full, then I believe a jumping attack is a little bit more effective at doing damage. Zombies have a deceptively long range on their melee attacks, so keep that in mind as well. Look at that. Nice little cave void going on. More zombies coming our way. Let's eat some cooked mutton. So they don't eat cooked brains. Thankfully, they don't seem to do too much damage when they do hit us. I think it's 1 heart per hit. Maybe a heart and a half, I don't know. But they're manageable. 1 zombie at a time is manageable. I am, however, plowing through my food. Trying to stay fed here. More torches! I'm tired of spawning all these mobs. And look at that, we got a creeper coming in. That might be our first spider we fought. Looks like it. There you go. So I think the spider silk lets you build a bow, which is a ranged weapon, which is very useful in the case of fighting skeletons and anything that has a ranged weapon on it. Again, we're torching this whole area up so that it becomes a little bit more safe. Oh, and I think that is redstone. The ever useful redstone. Let's check our F3. And I think we are on... Where are we? X, Y, Z. So we're right at 0, according to the Y. So I guess it goes below 0. I thought 0 was the bottom, but that might have been my old outlook on the game. So we can go below 0 now. But at 0 seems to be where we start to find some redstone. Again, I might do a little bit of research and figure out the levels at which we find some of these items. And I'm pretty sure you need to use a specific pickaxe to gather some of these resources. Like, you need to use iron, I think, to harvest redstone. I know that you have to use, I think, diamond pickaxes to harvest obsidian. That's why I haven't been messing around with that nether portal yet near the base, because I need to get some diamonds. On that note, if we can find some diamonds, that would be cool too. Let's put a torch back here. And we'll keep on checking out our immediate area. I hear a zombie, and sure enough, there he is. I'm not sure if this is true, but I've heard that jumping and swinging is a little bit more effective. Kind of does like a critical damage modifier. But I could be wrong. All I know is I am taking a lot of swings from these guys. It's not a good idea. We'll chomp up our mutton and get ready to go back up topside because I'm running low on food. Hey, little iron. That's nice. Okay, we can fight the Spider-Man over here. Was he stuck? Let's get you unstuck, bro. Oh, okay, well, he's unstuck now. Torches. Ooh, I think that's... Yeah, it looks like gold. This might be like fool's gold. Let's see. I know there's something in the game that looks very similar. This... Oh, yeah, it's raw gold. Okay. I think think it used to be a little bit closer to iron in its coloring, so I made it a bit more yellow. It's a lot easier to distinguish. What's cool is I can kind of use that gap above us as like a little bit of a sundial to tell the time. We can still see the sky through there. We can actually get out of the whole tunnel through there too, which is cool. That looks like a geode over there. See that purple one? I might have to check that out sooner than later. More torches. Skeleton archer, I see you, pal. Unfortunately, I am out of food, so I don't know if I want to fight you or not. I think that's a slime. Now, I believe when you kill a slime, it divides into more slimes. I'm going to keep that in mind. I hear a zombie. I know there's a skeleton archer, and there's the slime. So we might be going back to the surface. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. What is probably a good idea, though, is I will use these cobblestones to build a bridge out to this water so that we can kind of use the water as like an effective elevator. So I'm gonna hold control. Well, in my case, control is my kind of crouch button. Because again, I think if you are crouched, you will not fall off of a block accidentally. And then what I can do is literally create sort of a platform around the water that I can use to sort of safely descend and ascend from. Let me make this a little bit more idiot-proof. Torches. Let's do a torch on either side so I can see it easier. And yeah, this way I can kind of go up and down and hop right onto this platform whenever I need to. We will place a couple more blocks though just to prevent an untimely fall. And another torch to indicate sort of like a lighthouse from below, if that makes sense. All right, and then jump right into this column of water, hold spacebar to float our way back up to safety. And honestly, we can go all the way back up in this column. Going hyperspeed here. And there we go. Safely back to the surface of the overworld. And let's head back to the Casa de Tallidus here. Wasn't the most productive run. However, we got some combat under our belt. Got some bones, a spider eye, a little bit of string. So it's not technically silk, it's called string. But one more iron, so that's not really going to, be amazingly helpful, but it's something. We'll smelt that up. Can also smelt up this gold. I don't think you smelt redstone dust. I think this is used for creating automated contraptions, like automatic doors, automatic farms, things of that nature. Okay, I'd call that our first somewhat legitimate harvest there. We got a good chunk of seeds and 37 wheat. Quick math tells us there's 12 loaves of bread. Nothing to sneeze at. Let's go ahead and whip up that bread. Again, I guess we could just use this and shift click and then shift click again. Instantly cook 12 loaves. Seeds we will store in our chests because we've already replanted everything for now. Again, I'm going to keep a couple stacks of cobblestone. We'll keep the incomplete stack actually, and then the rest of this we will store. I will, in short time, figure out what to do with bone. I think that can be used for bone meal, which is good. We need to make another sword and more pickaxes. Fortunately, well, we got a little bit of iron, so we can make at least an iron pickaxe. So let's do that. And then as far as the sword goes, we're just going to have to use stone for our sword. But we definitely need one because that one will break sooner than later. Also, we will need another shovel. And otherwise, we got food. We've got a little bit of armor, and we've got not a lot of torches. Do we have any extra coal? Again, I am keeping some coal in these furnaces just so we have something to smelt. A steak will be good. Throw the gold in there. We'll keep the steak for future usage. And yeah, I'm just going to do it as is. We will keep sticks on hand and dirt, and we'll combine the sticks with any coal that we find as we mine. Let's head back to our mining area. And again, today we know we can use the water elevator here, sort of float our way down directly to that middle zone instead of walking all the way around. So let's jump over here, and there it is. Again, if you want to go down really quick, you can kind of hop outside the water, but don't make it a habit, because you don't want to hit the ground going too fast. You take a lot of damage if you do it that way, so that's good. And let's see here. What can we do? Well, I'm going to look for coal that's easily accessible in this area. So we need to make more torches as we descend. Put one here. Oh, there's some more iron. Let's grab that. Not too shabby. Something. All right, going back. Again, I'm out of torches now. It's funny, as soon as you get a few torches on hand, you get really, really sloppy throwing them all around the place. But less likely to have more people spawning, so it's worth it. I thought I remember there's some big coal over this way, but I could be wrong. Ready to fight the zombie. You toast, pal. Got a friend over here, he's toast too. Ooh, more redstone. Find that. Did I hear somebody take a shot at me? Somebody taking shots? I think there's a skeleton in the lava. I don't know how that works. Just gonna check around and see if there's any more redstone. No? Okay. Let me see here. Is there a skeleton? Maybe that's just the sound of lava kind of popping. Who knows? Not I. Alright, I can't see anything right now. So I'm kind of blindly walking over here. I see a creeper and some copper. Okay, there's another creeper there. Back away from him. I see a light over this way. Let's check this out. This is... I don't know, maybe just some ambient light happening. More creepers. Oh, there's the skeleton that was taking shots. Okay, we're going to try to get away from him, eat a little bit of bread, so that we regain our health. And we'll bring him back towards the light. I see you. You coming to get me? No? I think he's chicken. Alright. Well, I can't do much without better lighting. We could explore the open chasm of the cave a bit more today, but I don't know if I'm comfortable going all the way down to the floor yet. Once we get down to the floor of this thing, we're going to have a lot more options, though, in terms of resources. So maybe I will attempt to descend a little bit here. I'm going to keep my head poking out. Slowly descend. Last time I came down here, it was not fun. I see at least one skeleton over here. I think there's 2 or 3 skeletons. So we're going to eat food. We're getting further down, and then we'll slowly descend. I think that's a zombie right below me. So we're going to try to... Nope, we're going to try to get out of here. This is a bad idea. Again, I don't know why I thought to do this. Eat food as we go up. Yeah, they just immediately started digging into me. That was crazy. Okay, maybe they can come up in the water and I can fight them up here. That would be okay with me. If anybody wanted to follow me, fight on my terms, but I don't like going down there. It sounded like there was at least 3, maybe 4 skeleton archers taking shots, so... What I'm going to do in the coming days is basically use this sort of sidewall, create a natural staircase that flows down to this kind of staircase area there. So I can safely kind of get down without being ambushed every single time. On that note, let's start working on that right now. I have a little bit left on this pickaxe. We have another one in store. So let's get to it. I think I can dig like here. Okay, next one. I got a nice little accessory in my head right now. We're shaking and jiving. Let's keep moving and grooving here. Again, I can't see very well. I apologize to the viewers, but hopefully pretty soon we can poke our way out to a visible area. Sounds like dirt. Okay, we'll go left here, actually. Surely this will open up at some point, right? I mean, did I not see an area? Let's see, shovel. Shovel's gone. Huh. I must be tripping. I could have sworn this would connect by now. Let's look up here. Am I not like right there? You know what? I'll just go around on the outside. Oh, I think I was close. I think this is where I was digging through. Yep, surely that is in fact where I was digging. Well, I'll just consider this a neutral win here. Again, I want to make a safe staircase using the side of this chasm. The stone is going to look cool in the base. I think this is cobblestone, but we are also getting, I think, some more of that cobbled deep slate. Oh my goodness. That almost ended our day. Okay, duly noted. I can't really go right down there. Also, there's some more enemies. So we need to kind of carve into the side of this wall right behind these torches. I think would be a safer spot. We can go over and then down to this area. So let me go back. And let's start a route. I think right through here is ideal. What do you know? Water. Our friend. We're going to actually try to use this a little bit because this is creating a little bit of a safety. It's going to flow right down where we were. And this is creating another sort of water elevator. So we can use this to get back up if we fall onto this area. However, I would like to be able to walk it. So we're going to keep working on this. Okay, let's go one over. Oh, wow. It's everywhere. keep digging away here. Eventually we'll get through this. Keeping an eye on my oxygen. I don't really want to drown while doing this, so... Alright, let's get back up. Probably plug this temporarily. Let's throw a piece of dirt right in this source gap there. And it doesn't seem to be doing the trick. We'll put another one here, here, here. Oh, really? That's not doing it? There? Interesting. Well, maybe we'll keep that as is, sort of a water lock towards the light. We're going to use some more dirt to block this flow of water. And then we can redig it. Hopefully this will be dried up by now. All right, so can we dig it? Let's see. Also, let's check the time of day. Ooh, it's nighttime. So I'm going to head back to base. And we'll do our typical nightly check. Yeah, let's go up. Yeah, it's still pretty early in the night, so we're going to rush back to base here, try to sleep it off. And I think that actually might be a good spot to end it here. We've made a little bit of progress. We have begun our attempt at gathering ourselves some armor. We have grown some wheat to use for bread. We have gotten a little bit better at combat. Is that a new zombie? What is this guy? Like a zombie villager? Interesting. Another zombie here. I see you, pal. I see you. Okay. Well, I'm going to avoid that skeleton over there. Let's just try to jump in bed and start the next day. All right. Let's do our morning patrol. But if you've made it this far in the episode, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on our adventures here on our 12 years later playthrough. Dodging creepers right and left. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.